A note on Massacre in Rome, with two monsters, sacred, good monsters. I mean, Übermensch of cinema, Richard Burton and Marcello Mastroianni. I used to think when I was a teenager that there is no voice better than that of Richard Burton. He had that deep baritone, I guess, voice, and I had the chance as a member of the British and American library, but it was the British who had more in general, and it was a better library than the American one. Um, Even if the American one was much better, British were much better organized. And I listened to some audio tapes, audio books, and some of them with the voice of Richard Burton, and it was impressive, wonderful, deep voice. Only the problem is he doesn't speak in his own voice. He's dubbed. Some Italian actor is the voice of Richard Burton in this film. He plays a German lieutenant colonel, Kepler, and he is a bad dude, a villain, and he joins many others responsible for atrocities in the war on trial. No spoiler here, we can say that. We know that at the end of the war they tried to bring justice as much as possible. And there's Marcello Mastroianni, who plays the good father. He's a priest, and he is a superhero, Superman, in that he has he's brave, he's honest, he has values, he has respect for the people around him, and he is ready for sacrifice, as opposed to the German, the Nazi, who is told a massacre has to happen because some fighters against the Nazis killed Germans. They had an ambush, and I don't know, 19 or 20 Germans die. So the payback is 10 more. 190 or 200 innocent Italians must die, unless the guerrillas turn themselves in. So the experiment from mentioned in a classic, influenced by Robert Cialdini, a classic of psychology, came to mind. In this experiment, they have participants of this test apply shocks, electric shocks, to those who do not answer questions correctly. And for every new wrong answer, the voltage is increasing. So they start with 20, 50, 100, and most of the participants go as high as 450. Why? Because the authority says so. They have with them a researcher, a scientist, a man dressed in white, a lab coat that we know, that is so much respected by us people, ordinary people. And when he's told to continue, he does, even when the poor man in the chair with the electric shocks is crying out. I mean, I can't do it anymore. It's impossible. It's impossible. That's a line from King of Comedy. Robert De Niro plays Robert Popkin and says to his mother, "Mom, it's impossible." I'm joking on a serious issue here, though. And so they go on and on. The result of the test shows that we have this respect for authority and we tend to obey. This is used by people in sales, and that's why we see so many ads with a doctor telling us to use this lotion or that one. and a doctor. Actually, it's an actor who's playing a doctor, of course. And this explains how the Germans, ordinary Germans, obeyed the uh, awful orders of the superiors, respect for authority. And it happened in this film. Alas, I don't know. William Goldman, in his Adventures in the Screen Train, talks about implausible scripts. The fact that, for instance, there's a moment, there's this thing, there's a man intruder who enters this castle, which is heavily guarded, but there's an open window, there's a free passage, there's no one in guarding this special person, and he's finding himself with her in the bedroom. And if you see this on a script in a film, you find it impossible. You say, come on, give me a break. Only it happened, and it was with the queen. An intruder managed to arrive in the bedroom of the queen because everybody was, I don't know, walking the dog or doing something, and the windows were open, and so on. So here, I don't know. The thing is that it really happened, but it probably overwhelmed some of the actors. I don't know what happened. It didn't play too well from what I saw. I didn't think it was such a wonderful work.